Hey, this is the Fight Nerd. Back in February, I went to Las Vegas to film some interviews and see some fights. I lucked out as I got a one-on-one tour of the Xtreme Couture Gym with their head boxing coach, Ron Frazier, and learned a lot of cool things about this world-class facility. Let's check it out.
This is the lobby of Xtreme Couture. This is where we make everybody sign in. And this is where the pain and suffering begins. This is also where you have to pay your membership fees.
That's very important.
It's very important, or we can't keep the lights on and then Randy will come after you. I'm just kidding. This is Dustin.
Hello.
Dustin is,
You're right behind me.
don't start with me, Dustin. He's one of our fighters, one of our young fighters here at Xtreme Couture. He's also our front desk girl.
Known as the secretary.
Yeah, he's our girl Friday.
Nice cardboard cutout of Randy over here in action figure form. How many of these do you own?
None. And there's a good reason. Look at it. What's with the brows?
He's looking angry there.
You know what? Always want to
how's this?
right in the face.
Alright, let's check out this inside the gym now. It's a really big facility here.
Yeah, we got like 12,000 square feet of mat space. We have a 20 by 20 ring here. It's a nice big ring. If you can move in this, help you with your footwork, help you avoid getting punched in the face. This is kind of our wall of fame. All the fighters who've come through the gym have put their little kooky sayings or congratulate Randy on his great career just opening this place up.
What are some of the names that are on this mat?
We have Phil Baroni, we have Vitor Belfort, we have Vanderlei Silva, we have Tim Sylvia, who I think he wrote something funny about Randy beating him up, and he wanted to get some get back on that one. Just the who's who, Mark Coleman, just George St. Pierre, everybody who's coming here, Quinn Jackson, Forrest Griffin, anybody who's coming to this gym has signed. They've even allowed me to sign, which I've devalued it, so now you can't put it on eBay.
So that means I can sign it too then.
We haven't quite gone that far down yet.
Alright.
But,
We'll get there one day.
one day.
What's this over here? We have, is this Kim Couture's fight outfit from her debut?
Yeah, this is from Kim's pro debut. Showed a lot of heart, a lot of grit in that fight. Got her jaw broke about 15 seconds into the fight, so she basically fought 15 minutes with a broken jaw. I don't know if anybody's ever done that out there, but that's a very difficult thing to do.
Especially for a debut.
Yeah, especially for a debut.
It's a harsh way to start up.
Yeah, but it shows you have a lot of toughness and moxie, and those are the things you can't teach in this sport. You can teach people skills, but that inner strength to see if they have that, you don't know until they get in there and face some adversity if they have that kind of stuff. And she obviously has it because she's come on and she won her second pro fight. And this is some of the fighters and trainers who work here. Obviously, we have Randy at the top. We have Jay Haran, who's a former IFL champion, now a Affliction fighter. Gray Maynard, UFC fighter. Mike Powell, an Affliction and Sengoku fighter. Martin Kampman, UFC. Kendall Grove, UFC. Tyson Griffin, UFC. Mike Whitehead, Affliction. And Josh Bring the Pain Haynes, former UFC guy, now kind of fighting all over the place. Jake Bonacci is our strength and conditioning coach. He's been a godsend for this place. I think it's really important to combine the two. You have a lot of guys who train really hard as far as their jiu-jitsu and their wrestling and their boxing and kickboxing is concerned, but they kind of lack the strength and conditioning part. It's very important, and Jake since he's been here, it's helped out tremendously. One, it frees up the coaches. I mean, they're only going to listen to us so much in the day. So instead of listening to me for strength and conditioning and boxing, and Gil Martinez is another guy who boxes, strength and conditioning. Chris Ben, one of our other boxing coaches, as well as Sean Tompkins. We all know strength and conditioning, but we spend so much time with their technique and other things that after a while it's kind of garbage in, garbage out. So with Jake here, he gets to handle the strength and conditioning part, and it's really made a difference in the fighters and their stamina.
What's going on here? We have a nice octagon here. Full-size octagon looks
It's not quite full-size octagon. It's a little shorter than the UFC cages, but that's good because if you can evade it here and that's a bigger cage, then you can do much more damage in there. We got John Alessio, former UFC fighter, as well, working in the cage right now. Doesn't have any fight coming up, but he's helping out. And this is where we, in our bags, we do wrestling over here, jiu-jitsu over here, as well as a lot of our back work. And then we use the entire facility to spar.
How much mat space is there here?
You know what? I'm not quite sure how big this is.
So you got a ton of heavy bags and a ton of pads.
Ton of heavy bags, ton of pads. We try to encompass everything, have everything here that the fighters would need, but we're also open to the public. And so, the public comes in here and works out, and we try to give them the same type of workouts we give our fighters. It's just a little bit more fun than going to a regular gym and doing the same old cardio routines. You learn how to fight. We put nobody in a situation where they're going to get hurt. We allow them to do what they want to do. If they want to spar, we have advanced classes for sparring, as far as boxing is concerned. Advanced classes for jiu-jitsu and grappling. So if they want to enter tournaments like Grappler's Quest or Naga, they can. But if they just want to come in here and get a workout and have some fun and have the camaraderie of working out with some other people, kind of like-minded people, then they can do that too. And we never make anybody do anything they don't want to do. We have a double end bag down there in the corner.
What's this thing I have over here, by the way?
This is an actual tarp from a UFC event.
Looks like a crime scene with all that blood on it.
Yeah, it did look like a crime scene. It's probably the bloodiest fight that no one's ever saw that happened to pit Jay Haran against Jonathan Goulet. This was either Ultimate Fight Night 1 or 2, and they hadn't quite established themselves yet. They were just coming off the Tough One series, and they did not, they were trying to go mainstream, but they weren't mainstream enough at that point to put this fight on regular TV. And so it's the bloodiest fight no one's ever seen except for those who were there to witness it. Unfortunately for Jay, he was on the losing end. They stopped the fight because of a cut. He was winning the fight. He gets a knee to the top of the head, and it bled profusely. Like, he's covered in blood. Jonathan Goulet is covered in mud. The mat's covered in blood. And I was surprised they let it come out for a third round. I think the fact that he was winning the fight is why they let it come out, but eventually there was just a little bit too much blood, and they had to go ahead and stop it. But we were fortunate enough to, I'm not sure how we acquired the mat, but we did. And
at least it's not on eBay.
No. Well, unless we said it was like Randy's blood. At the time, I don't think anybody would have bought it.
Now we can't because it's on camera.
Yeah, so now it's Jay Haran. Well, the way Jay is going, then maybe we'll still have a chance to sell it on eBay. We got some balls over in the corner.
What's up here? Is this an observatory deck?
No, actually.
It looks all fancy up there.
It is. It's all fancy. Randy was in the military, so we kind of have the camouflage theme. And his wife, who decorated the gym, Kim Couture, the fighter slash gym designer, put that up. And we also have another room upstairs where showers are and more mat space to do privates. So you're not down here on the floor in some of the fighters' way. So if you have private lessons you want to teach, you can go up there and do it. If this is not available down here, and also wrestling, we do our kids clubs up there as well. In the corner we have a double end bag for boxing, as well as a speed bag, 2 essentials in any gym. We also have TVs up so we can watch fights. If there's any fights that are on TV or any that's been taped or put on DVD. We're one of the only MMA gyms that have an athletic training facility as well, which if you go to a big time college program or team sports such as NBA, baseball, or NFL, they have training facilities. So we have a couple tables, we have trainers that come in every day and they work on the guys as far as giving them, icing them up, diagnosing whatever injuries they may have, see if they need to go see someone else for those, or they get treatment right in here.
And somehow, believe it or not, our tour ends in the gift shop.
Imagine that.
I can't believe it.
Ending on our pro shop. And this is where some of the fighters, Gray Maynard, he has his own t-shirt line out. Obviously, Randy Couture has a lot of stuff. We got Xtreme Couture stuff everywhere. We have Affliction. We have the Sinful part for women. You can buy rash guards. So we also have carry equipment that you may need if you want to join the gym and train here. We have cups and gloves and all those sorts of things. We also have autograph placards for a lot of the fighters. So people want to come in and get an autograph, they buy one of those. The autograph is free, the placard's not. This is Xtreme Couture. This is where it happens. This is where the magic happens 6 days a week. Over the last 2 years, I think we've won something like 75% of all of our fights. So we got off to a real good start. We don't win them all, obviously, with Randy losing. That was a tough one for us, but for us as well. But we've had some great wins as well. So we're happy about what we do here.
All right, Ron, thank you very much for the tour.
This video is sponsored by Boston Brawler. Check out their gear and apparel at bostonbrawler.com.
Hey, hold on a minute, there's still some more. While I was shooting some footage in their upstairs area where they hold their private sessions, I came across these awesome gloves. I don't know what the story is behind these, all I do know is someone at Xtreme Couture has a good sense of humor. Or maybe this is just foreshadowing for the next big UFC sponsor. I'm the Fight Nerd, thanks for watching.